fucking what?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph! I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph! You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight. Okay. Why not? Alright, we're coming back to Wet Leg. Yes, indeed. Wet Leg fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Gareth Thomas, and Gareth Thomas wanted to see me react to this song by Wet Leg called Chaise Lounge. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always the possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to that song and I start going, wait a second, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by BBC Music. Okay, are we going to see a live performance here? This ought to be interesting. And the video has 509,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Wet Leg, Chaise Lounge, Glastonbury 2022. I've had issues with Glastonbury in the past. Sometimes they don't hassle me at all, and sometimes they block me, and it all points in between. So how's this gonna go? I have no idea. Let's all hope for the best, and let's see what happens. All right, let's do this.
Call it the big D. I went to school and I got a big D. I got the big D. I got the big D. I got the big D. I went to school and I got the big D. Is your muffin buttered? Would you like us to assert I want to butter your muffin? Excuse me. Excuse me.
Crowd knows it.
You over there on the chaise longue in your underwear. What do? You're sitting down. You should be horizontal now. On the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, all day long, on the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, all day long, on the chaise longue. Is your mother worried? Would you like us to assess someone to worry your mother? Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey you, in the front row, are you coming backstage after the show? Because I got a chaise longue in my dressing room.
Let me back up a little bit. College rock at its finest, I swear. That That's the best way to describe this. Is the song difficult? No, it's not. Is the song complex? No, it's not. Is the song impressive from a songwriting standpoint or from an arranging standpoint? No, it's not. Is the musicianship even all that impressive? No, it's not impressive, but it's clean. I'll give the musicians their due. They are playing their instruments well. They're playing the instruments clean. Everything sounds good. Okay? I will absolutely give it that. That's about all I can give it. The song is creative. Lots of opportunity within the song itself to have crowd interaction by default. Call and response, happening within the song. And the funny thing is, she's not even calling for it. She's not even asking the crowd to do it. It's all in the lyrics. It's all in the words themselves. I think she's saying, "Excuse me," and then the crowd responds, "What?" It's if you were to ask what the song's about, I have no idea. I have no clue. But I'm catching on to that. And just because of the way the lyrics are structured, you're going to have automatic crowd interaction. That's smart. It's fun. It's fun for the listeners. That is really the best way I can sum this song up. It's fun. It's not impressive. It's not complex. It's not mind-blowing. It's solid, and it's fun. And at the end of the day, it really depends on the individual, but I think most people would agree that when they go to a live show, they want to have fun. I think most people can agree with that. And I think this is the kind of band that will do that. They're not going to blow you away with their musicianship. They're not going to blow you away or impress you with their songwriting, but they are going to provide you a good time and give you a chance to, forget about your troubles, put them on the back burner, and just go enjoy yourself, have a good time, live in the moment. We'll worry about all the other stuff later, And for that alone, you kind of have to tip the cap. You kind of have to. Because how many bands do that? Not too many. Not these days. And this was done when? 2022? So COVID was just being lifted around that time. Live music was just starting to make a comeback during that time. I hate to say it, but this kind of music at this point in time, it was not just enjoyed, it wasn't just warranted. Folks, it was needed. At this point in time, this kind of music, this kind of atmosphere, this kind of energy, it was needed because we were all cooped up and pent up and feeling trapped and isolated. And we finally get live music back. We get to be in a crowd with people of a similar mindset. We need a release. And the band's providing it. And I like I said, you gotta tip the cap to that. So there you go. There's your cap tip. Anyway, let's get back into this. The word is.
Excuse me.
You just have to smile.
Hey, you in the front row. Are you coming backstage after the show? Because I got a chaise longue in my dressing room and a pack of warm beer the weekend consume.
The crowd knows it. I see a wet leg flag. Are you kidding me?
On the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, all day long. On the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, all day long. On the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, all day long. On the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, on the chaise longue, all day long. On the chaise longue.
That's who they remind me of. I just had an epiphany. I just figured out who they remind me of. Not going to say who it is right now. I'm going to save it for the review. Speaking of that review, let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in that review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Wet Leg with Chaise Lounge. This was a request from Gareth Thomas. Okay, I have a score. It makes perfect sense to me, but it may require a little explanation because I'm sure there are going to be people on both sides of the fence who are going to think that that's too high, and there's going to be people that think it's too low. And I promise both sides here, okay? I promise both sides, after you hear my reasonings for how I came up with that score, it's going to make a lot more sense. I'm sure everybody will calm down after that's done. So let's get to the score, and then I can get to my explanation and calm down the masses. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that a 6.5. Yep, 6.5. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 6.5. What does that mean? Well, a 6.5 would translate to a pretty good scale rating, so overall, I think this was a pretty good presentation. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a B- letter grade. Yeah, a B-. B as in boy. So there you go, a 6.5. Pretty good scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Oh boy. So glad you asked. College radio at its finest. College rock radio at its very finest. Simple song. Very simple. Does not require any brain power to learn this song. Give it to me one more time, just be on the safe side. I mean, I'm already very confident that I've got it, but let me just listen to it one more time, just while I'm on the plane, flying out there to, fill in for their bases. Give it to me one more time just to be sure, and I'll have it, no problem, no sweat. Very easy song, very easy to follow, and within that is part of the reason why the song has its charm and its appeal. It's so easy to remember because clearly everybody who's heard the song remembers it because everybody in that crowd was singing along. You could hear the voices. Getting towards the end, the audience was getting to be louder than the lead singer was. So that was cool. That was definitely cool. That's the sign of a hit song right there, boy. I don't know if the song was a big hit for them or not. If it was not, it should have been because the crowd knew it. Not only did the crowd know the lyrics, but the crowd knew when to kick in and do the call and response with the excuse me and the whats. I mean, come on. How can this not be a hit? I don't know. I don't know if it was or not. I'm pretty sure it was. Easy song to follow. As far as the execution of the song by the musicians, everybody sounded just fine. I didn't hear anything wrong. I didn't hear anything stick out like a sore thumb. It had a fun groove to it. I think that's the best way to describe this song. It was fun. It was fun. This is a fun song. This is the type of song that you want to have in your set especially if you're this kind of band. When you're a fun band, you better have fun songs. This fits the bill, without question. As far as complexity, impressiveness of the song, no. Nice groove. I couldn't help but notice getting into the song, towards the end of the song, I found myself kind of, grooving along to it. Couldn't help it. It's infectious. I'm taking all of these factors into my score. As far as the live show goes, we had some interesting things. Let's start at the top of the list. Stage presence. Okay. I'm going to give it a check thanks to the 2 lead ladies playing guitar up at the front with the matching dresses. Everybody else in the band, I'm sorry, they did not look like rock stars. They did not even look like performers. They were dressed like roadies. Luckily the 2 ladies looked like performers, so I am going to give stage presence to check, but it's a weak check. it's a faded check, but a check nonetheless. Stage energy, I'm gonna give it a check. Pretty much everybody on stage was bopping around in some way, shape, or form. I mean, nothing huge, nothing amazing, nothing impressive, but at least energy was being created, so I will give it the check. Stage interaction, yeah, I'll give it the check. The two ladies interacted with each other a few times. They interacted with the drummer too, but that was pretty much it. But it does get the check. Crowd interaction, by default, thanks to the song and the song lyrics, it gets the check. Yes, it absolutely does. She kind of handed up a little bit on the excuse me's to kind of, you know, coax the audience a little bit more to get even louder towards the end. So yeah, I'm going to give it crowd interaction check. Showmanship, again, by default, yes, I'm going to give it the check. Mainly because, again, the lead vocalist. Production, no, there was no production. They're outside in the middle of the day on a stage at a festival. There's no production. I'm sorry, there just isn't. Some curious observations I made in the audience. Couldn't help but notice the lobsters. I did my first reaction to, I think it was Wet Feet, I think was the name of the song. You know, you had Wet Leg, you know, or was it Wet Hands? I don't remember. It was Wet something. I remember the word wet with coinciding with the name of the band. And they had lobster claws. Now, okay, that video's not dropped yet. Yeah, we're still in October. And I know that video's coming out in November. It's coming out next month, towards the end, if I'm not mistaken. Someone please tell me in the comments what is up with the lobster reference. I wonder if it has something to do with the band that I finally figured out who these guys remind me of. These guys remind me of the B-52s, who of course had Rock Lobster as one of the biggest hits they ever put out. Is that the correlation? I know it's a stretch, but man, I just can't help but notice the lobster claws, the lobster costumes of the people in the audience, and the fact that the B-52s have a very similar sound to these guys, very similar style to these guys, and they had Rock Lobster. I can see, you know what the funny thing is? I can see Wet Leg doing a cover of Rock Lobster, and I'll bet you it would be amazing. I'll bet you they would absolutely knock it out of the park. That would be interesting to see. But in any case, taking everything into account here, this is how I came up with the 6.5. So yeah, being 6.5, I feel good with that score, and that is where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 6.5, pretty good scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, that did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.